Yeah, as well. It is a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It is a Wednesday, 2nd day of September 2020. Yeah, a reminder, September is Piano Month. Yeah, well, when I was a kid, I took piano lessons. Yeah, and according to the teacher, I made that thing sound like there was a live chicken trapped inside. Yeah, oh well. Yeah, wasn't what I was born to do. I'm not sure what it is I was born to do. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do when I grow up. Oh, and September is also Classical Music Month. Now, if you've noticed, a classic music conductor controls a big orchestra by waving a little stick. Yeah, well, here at AM 1230, yeah, our boss controls all the DJs by waving a big stick. Yeah, and she doesn't speak softly either. Hey, whatever it takes to keep everybody in line. Yeah, but, maybe it would take just something pumpkin spice. Yeah, it's supposedly, it must be fall because it's pumpkin spice season. Yeah. And Starbucks released their pumpkin spice latte early this year. Yeah, I'm figuring pumpkin spice lattes are kind of the female equivalent of bacon. Yeah, it's the season where people go crazy over pumpkin spice stuff. Yeah, I'm working on a pumpkin spice face mask. Yeah, just infuse a few of the spices there. And, well, it might work. Yeah, we'll have to give it a try. And today, September 2nd, is Blueberry Popsicle Day. It's also World Coconut Day. Would some toasted coconut go with blueberry popsicles? I don't know. Yeah, hey, it might be worth the try. There might be something in that. Yeah, we're going to work on it. Let's see, birthdays today. Dancer, actor Marge Champion is 101 years old today. Singer Jimmy Clanton is 82. Yeah, Jimmy Clanton. He, had a number of crossover hits. To include Venus in Blue Jeans. Yeah, okay. Singer Sam Gooden of The Impressions is 81. Rosalind Ashford of Martha and the Vandellas, 77. Hall of Famer Terry Bradshaw, 72. Actor Mark Harmon, 69. You realize, of course, he was a college football star, don't you? Actor Linda Pearl, 65. Drummer Jerry Augustiniak of 10,000 Maniacs is 62. Actor Keanu Reeves, 56. Actor Salma Hayek, 54. Actor Tuck Watkins, 54. Actor Cynthia Watros, 52. Actor Nicholas Pinnock, 47. Comedian Cat Williams, 47. Actor Michael Lombardi, 46. Actor Tiffany Hines, 43. Actor Jonathan Kite is 41. Actor Joshua Henry, 36. Actor Allison Miller is 35. Yeah, those would be our big shot birthdays. We got local ones coming up.
The coronavirus is affecting everyone.
Must wear face coverings when out.
But what do I do? What are you going to do?
When this is all over.
When this is all over.
When this is all over.
What are you going to do?
Going to a concert.
School.
Having dinner with friends.
Take better care of each other.
Support local shops and stores. Offering more help to others.
This should be over soon.
Well, let's celebrate birthdays. Happy birthday, Barbara Platero, Julie Jaramillo, Michael E. Driscoll II, Judith Saldivar, Ricky Osuna, Yesenia Orozco, Maribel Almodovar, Josefina Moreno, Cecilia Aguilar, Victor Moreno, Elsa Hines, Frank Cruz, Isabella Sanchez, Jacqueline Gomez, William Dykeman Jr., Julio Serrano, Liz Medina Higginbottom, Miguel Pantoja, Tina Cochran, Armando Equeja, and Cynthia Denise King. Happy birthday. Well, happy birthday to everybody on our list. Yes, and many happy returns of the same. Another beautiful day in the neighborhood. Oh, yes. Well, a good day to double dip with the pumpkin spice latte, right? Oh, well. Let's see. Oh, in the news, a Swiss skydiver made the first free fall from a new plane that's solar-powered. Solar-powered plane. But hey, you can't take the red-eye special with a solar-powered plane. Yeah, the guy jumped from the new solar-powered plane. Yeah, his free fall, yeah, well, it was powered by boring old gravity. Yeah, it's the way it goes. And a magazine article says the Pope Pancho, enjoys listening to country music. I figure maybe His Holiness should invite Garth Brooks to the Vatican. Yeah, they could trade big hats. It'd be worth a shot. We've got news. We have classic high school football Friday night, this Friday night. Brawley and Central from 2004. Yeah. And we've got game Friday night on AM 1230 and on our YouTube channel. Yeah, there you go. You got it? Okay, tune in. Right now, it's World and California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. For sales, for service, you call the experts at Lock Air Conditioning.
The German government says its scientists have confirmed that a Russian opposition leader being treated in Germany was poisoned with a nerve agent. We have the late-breaking details from the Foreign Desk in London. Correspondent Vicky Barker.
A German government spokesman says toxicology tests have produced what he calls unequivocal evidence that Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny was poisoned with Novichok. Now, that's the same Russian-made nerve agent used on former KGB agent Sergei Skripal in Salisbury, England 2 years ago, an attack that was later tied to Russian military intelligence. Navalny remains in a coma in a Berlin hospital.
He's a longtime Vladimir Putin critic. He's investigated corruption in Russia for years. Russia has denied that he was poisoned, and just yesterday, Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov said Russia is not dragging its feet on the investigation. CBS News Special Report, I'm Peter King.
Whatever the weather brings this summer, you can rely on a York Affinity premium system to keep your home cool and comfortable. You'll get maximum efficiency thanks to advanced technology and helping to significantly reduce your energy bill. Plus, you can stay connected via our Wi-Fi-enabled touchscreen thermostat. Yeah, every York unit is designed, engineered, and assembled in the United States and backed by industry-leading warranties, and affordable financing options are available. Call Lock Air Conditioning, your local York dealer, 760-353-4501. That's 353-4501 to schedule a free evaluation of your system. Contractor's license 696-216.
California headline news. San Francisco salons are still closed for indoor business, but footage released by Fox News Tuesday showed House Speaker Nancy Pelosi inside a salon there Monday, apparently getting her hair washed and dried ahead of a TV appearance. The speaker criticized as a result.
To her defense that she doesn't know the law, I think that's a lie. Every woman in San Francisco who's been dying to get their hair done for the last 5 months knows what the rules are.
San Francisco lawyer Harmeet Dillon, Pelosi's chief of staff, saying the salon owner told her that the indoor appointment was allowed since she was the only customer. Fire news still pretty good in the Northern California fire lines.
Crews are continuing to make good progress on all of the fires that are continuing to burn. In fact, containment efforts have been increased so much that in many areas, a number of the evacuations on these fires have been lifted.
Cal Fire's Daniel Berlant saying they expect hot, dry conditions throughout the week as they continue to battle these fires. Jeff Scott, California News.
World and California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. For repair or replacement, you go to the pros, Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
Introducing Peacock, the new free streaming service from NBC Universal. Free timeless hits, free award-winning flicks. Free SVU, free SNL.
Live from New York, it's Saturday night!
Free Below Deck, free Parks and Rec.
Treat yourself.
It's the best of streaming, the best of TV, and best of all, it's free.
All right!
And that's why you can't not watch. Peacock. Stream now at peacocktv.com. These titles plus E.T. and Do the Right Thing streaming now. Content availability may vary over time.
You and Buddy are enjoying your walk when...
Yeah, I smell that too. I know, don't blame it on the dog. I hear that hissing too. Maybe it's a cat.
No, dude. A sulfur-like odor and hissing can be signs of a natural gas leak. Natural gas lines can be buried anywhere. If you suspect a leak, leave immediately and call 911 and Southwest Gas.
Thanks, deep voice narrator.
You're welcome, dude. You too, buddy.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 2 locations in the valley, in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and on Imperial Avenue, right next to Food for Less in El Centro. Yeah, here it is, 2nd of September, and the National Weather Service has issued an excessive heat watch. George Gale has more.
It goes into effect Friday. National Weather Service says temperatures will range between 113 and 115 degrees beginning Friday and continuing through at least Labor Day Monday. Hydration stations are designated throughout the county and in various cities. Many are in local parks. In the county, some library branches and some fire stations can be used to get out of the heat. Cool centers were eliminated by the COVID-19 pandemic. Imperial Irrigation District reminds customers to try and conserve energy during periods of excessive heat. Keep thermostats at 78 degrees or above. Try not to use major appliances during the peak hours between 4 p.m. and 9 p.m. Use fans to help keep temperatures down. Turn off the fans and the lights when you leave a room. For more information on these and other local news stories, go to the Kxo website. For Kxo Local News, I'm George Gale.
Well, in other news on the local scene, well, it was just south of Mexicali, another earthquake, 3.3 magnitude earthquake. It occurred about 41 minutes past midnight, and the epicenter was about 60 miles south of Mexicali. No reports of injuries or problems with that. KXO News Time, 7:43. It's Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 2 locations in the valley, on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro, and in the Brawley Auto Plaza, Highway 86 and Julia Drive. Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. They're open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. till 6 p.m., Saturdays 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. And Quick Lane has the best prices on name brand tires, guaranteed. Just ask your Quick Lane advisor for details. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. And the Imperial Valley Desert Museum, they got it. George Gale has more.
They got the grant. IVDM has been approved to receive a follow-up review through the Museum Assessment Program, which is administered by the American Alliance of Museums and funded by the Institute of Museum and Library Science. They say this special opportunity, provided to only about 50 museums each year, allows them to build upon the progress that they have made since their original map assessment in 2013 by reuniting them with their original peer reviewer for guidance and expertise on a specific issue. Since 1981, the MAP program has served over 5,000 museums and helped them strengthen operations, plan for the future, and meet standards through a self-assessment and a consultative site visit from an expert peer reviewer. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Well, Border Patrol agents arrested 2 men suspected of smuggling 32 illegal aliens in 2 separate events Monday afternoon. The first incident occurred at about 3:40 Monday afternoon when agents encountered a van suspected of being used for alien smuggling near the area of Ross and Cannon Roads in El Centro. Agents approached the van. They discovered that the driver, a 26-year-old U.S. citizen, was attempting to smuggle 24 illegal aliens being transported inside the van. The smuggler and all 24 aliens were placed under arrest and transported for further processing. The driver was processed administratively for alien smuggling. The 24 illegal aliens, 21 men, 2 women, and a juvenile were all from Mexico. They were sent back to Mexico. And at 5:45 Monday afternoon, agents conducted a traffic stop on a Freightliner tractor trailer that was approximately 5 miles north of Brawley. During the stop, agents discovered that the driver, a 40-year-old illegal alien from Mexico, had 8 illegal aliens locked inside the utility trailer. The smuggler and all 8 illegals were placed under arrest and transported for further processing. The driver being charged with alien smuggling. The 8 illegals, all from Mexico, were sent back to Mexico. That's it for page 1 of the local news. Page 1 of service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. High school football returns to KXO. We will have classic high school football games every Friday night on KXO AM 1230 and on the KXO YouTube channel. Our broadcast will feature some of the very best games from the KXO archives, concluding with the state championship game between Milpitas and the Southwest Eagles.
Let's play some football!
Classic high school football is brought to you by Hacienda Snack Bar, serving daily specials. Call and place your order, takeout or delivery. Imperial Truss and Lumber, carrying hardware supplies for the contractor and the do-it-yourselfer. Pico Market, new ownership, same great carne asada. Pico Market, 8th and Pico, El Centro. And this Friday night, it's Brawley and Central, a non-bell game from 2004. Page 2 of the local news and the weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for life insurance, health insurance, or retirement planning. Governor Newsom has signed a statewide COVID-19 tenant and landlord protection legislation. George Gale has more.
The new law protects against eviction, and it extends anti-foreclosure protections in the homeowner bill of rights to small landlords. Kxo City Council recently announced they would be considering a city ordinance shielding renters from eviction during the COVID-19 pandemic, especially for those affected by the pandemic. Statewide legislation signed by the governor covers all cities in the state. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Well, the Imperial County Public Health Department updated the numbers relating to the COVID-19 pandemic. The number of active cases dropped again. The number on Monday, 739. Tuesday's number was 715. An additional 8 individuals were reported to have tested positive for the coronavirus. Another death attributed to the virus as well, an individual between the ages of 80 and 89 years of age. The total deaths in the county now, 294. Well, city cleanups, they're back. George Gale has more.
They kind of disappeared during the pandemic. They are now coming back. The first will be in Calipatria. IVRMA will be participating in the 2020 City of Calipatria cleanup on Saturday, September 19th from 8 a.m. until 12 noon at the Public Works Yard, 525 South Sorensen. There will be a free collection of passenger and light truck tires, and rims will be accepted as well. No tires from tire businesses. They will also accept computers, monitors, and TVs. You must show proof of residency, either a utility bill, or a driver's license. For more information, go to ivrma.org. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And coming up, we've got a look at weather.
David H. West Insurance is announcing Covered California has extended their enrollment period until August 31st. Because of COVID-19, enrollment has doubled from last year. David H. West Insurance has been helping residents in the Imperial Valley for many years with their insurance needs. David, Jose, and staff are trained professionals who can help you make the right choice and what fits your budget. Don't hesitate. Call David H. West Insurance today and make an appointment at 760-352-3411. That's 352-3411.
According to the National Weather Service, drier air has settled over the region, with thunderstorm chances essentially negligible through at least early next week. Temperatures near the seasonal normal will warm significantly during the later part of this week, with readings returning to above seasonal normal levels and closer to record territory over the weekend. 110 our high yesterday, 84 the low. Sunny today with a high near 106, light wind becoming south about 5 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 81, south-southeast wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming calm after midnight. Thursday will be sunny with a high near 109 and light wind. 85 degrees downtown, 79% relative humidity. That explains why your glass is fogged up. Right now, the wind out of the east at about 3 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news and the weather, brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage. David H. West Insurance Services.
Be Counted. The LGBT Resource Center and the County of Imperial invites residents of Palo Verde to join our census caravan on Saturday, September 5th, 11 a.m. Decorate your car and follow us as we caravan around your town. Best decorated car wins $50. Completing your census 2020 is key for better roads, better schools, better hospitals, and other important public services. Let's make Imperial Valley count.
It's sports time. NBA action. Well, Boston beat up on the Raptors 102-99. Boston leads their East semifinal series 2-0. Denver won the first round. They beat the Jazz 80-78. Denver 4-3 in the best-of-7 series. Major League Baseball, the Cardinals pounded the Reds 16-2. It was the Marlins slipping by the Blue Jays 3-2. Yankees topped the Rays 5-3. Phillies shut out the Nationals 6-0. It went 11 innings before the Cubs edged the Pirates 8-7. Braves beat the Red Sox 10-3. Marcell Ozuna hit 3 home runs in that game. The Orioles over the Mets 9-5. Tigers pounded the Brewers 12-1. Indians beat up on the Royals 10-1. Rangers slipped by the Astros 6-5. Twins edged the White Sox 3-2. The Giants, well, Alex Dickerson had a big game, and so did the Giants. 23-5 over the Rocks. The Dodgers beat the Diamondbacks 6-3. Padres had the day off. The Athletics and Mariners postponed. Yeah, somebody in the Athletics organization tested positive. It's an overabundance of caution. KXO AM 1230 presents coverage of this year's biggest golfing events. Tune in and catch updates from the U.S. Open, September 17th through the 20th. Our 2020 Majors golf coverage is brought to you by Del Rio Country Club in Brawley, Stan's Auto Body in El Centro, Derma's floor covering in Imperial, and Jason Jackson, candidate for El Centro City Council. Well, taking a look at NFL, Alvin Kamara will be at practice with the New Orleans Saints today. The two sides are continuing working towards a long-term contract extension. According to sources, the two sides are not that far apart on a deal. Kamara is not seeking to match fellow running back Christian McCaffrey's $16 million per year. Things appear to have settled down after a rift in the negotiations. And Serena Williams began her latest attempt to win a 24th Grand Slam singles trophy. She beat Christy Ahn in the first round of the U.S. Open yesterday. Things did not go as smoothly for her sister, Venus. Lost in the first round of the event for the first time in 22 attempts. And there were no fans in the seats, but Andy Murray once again came up and won a 5-set marathon in his return to the U.S. Open. Murray defeated Yoshihito Nishioki 4-6, 4-6, 7-6, 7-6, 6-4. I'm tired just thinking about it. That's it for Sports Time. Financial news coming up.
Since 1901, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has provided the finest printing and copying services from start to finish. When you choose Imperial Printers Rocket Copy, you can feel confident in our expertise and personal attention to your project. We have a team of professional graphic designers ready to take your ideas and make them a reality. From promotional merchandise, full-color brochures, blueprints, and high-speed copies to business forms and everything else in between, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers dependable and affordable quality printing. Thank you for choosing locally owned and operated Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. We have convenient locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley.
Financial news and weather brought to you by Imperial Valley's Roto-Rooter. When drains don't work, they do. U.S. equity benchmark indexes were trading at or near record territory early today as investors drew hope from progress in the development of tests and vaccines for COVID-19, along with the potential for another fiscal stimulus package in Washington. Investors were also digesting a private sector jobs report that came in weaker than expected, well below the nearly 4 million that had been estimated for the month. An account of business conditions in parts of the U.S. from the Federal Reserve is due later in the afternoon. Dow Jones Industrial Average is currently up 243 points at 28,889. S&P 500 is at 3,551. That's up 25. The Nasdaq up 25 at 11,965. Gold down 31.60 an ounce. You want to buy an ounce? $1,947.30. And oil off 79 cents a barrel. Stock markets are looking upbeat with a number of possible catalysts helping the investing mood amid the coronavirus pandemic. Bloomberg reported that U.S. Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin has again restarted talks with House Speaker Nancy "I didn't know I couldn't get my hair done" Pelosi, sparking fresh hope of another fiscal stimulus plan to help out-of-work Americans. Early moves in the session came a day after buying in large capitalization technology stocks and shares tied to pandemic stay-at-home trends led the S&P 500 index to record its 21st record close of 2020, and the NASDAQ composite its 41st on Tuesday.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialists. Roto-Rooter offers full services, from hydrojetting to camera inspection. Water heaters, faucets, garbage disposals, anything that's clogged up. They'll take care of the problem right. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 53 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789. That's 352-6789. Or 344-2533 in the North End. Roto-Rooter. When drains don't work, we do.
It will be sunny today with a high near 106, light winds becoming south about 5 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 81. South-southeast wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming calm after midnight. Thursday will be sunny with a high near 109 and light wind. 86 degrees downtown, 78% relative humidity, wind out of the east at 3 miles an hour. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Roto-Rooter in El Centro and Brawley. When drains don't work, they do.
This is Jesus Escobar, Supervisor, District 1, and Calexico Mayor Bill Hodge. Do you want our communities to be strong and grow, and to have proper political representation?
Do you want our communities to get their fair share of millions of federal funds for schools, hospitals, emergency services?
Go to my2020census.gov or call 844-330-2020. Make Imperial Valley count.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
CBS News just ahead. After the news, well, we're back with more of the best oldies on the radio. It's 8 o'clock.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Capital One Bank.
I'm Steve Kathan. There's brand new information in a political life and death drama overseas that shines a bright light on the Kremlin.
The German government says toxicology tests confirm what his supporters have been saying all along. Alexei Navalny was poisoned, and poisoned with the Soviet-era nerve agent Novichok. The anti-corruption campaigner collapsed on a flight in Russia last month. After international appeals, he was airlifted to Germany for treatment. A German government spokesman says Germany will now inform its EU partners and NATO to come up with what he calls an appropriate joint response. Vicki Barker, CBS News, London.
Former Trump chief of staff and Kenosha, Wisconsin native Reince Priebus says most residents of that city backed the president's visit there yesterday to show support for police.
People were very afraid in Kenosha. Businesses were burned down. People were locking their doors in their houses, putting kids in basements, getting their hunting rifles out because they were scared for their life.
Current White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows says stories about President Trump's health are overblown. A new book raises questions about a Trump visit to Walter Reed last fall. The CDC is stepping in to stop most evictions through the end of the year, believing people forced out of their homes could help spread the coronavirus. CBS's Steve Futterman.
This is expected to help millions of renters across the nation, but not everyone will qualify. To be eligible, an individual must make less than $99,000 a year. For couples, it's less than $198,000 a year.
The private firm ADP reports companies added 428,000 jobs last month. 12 million have been lost since the start of the pandemic. The school nurse is a key part as schools reopen in the pandemic, but some places there just are not enough on staff. CBS's Dr. Tara Narula spoke with nurse Naw Lee Hines.
California's average is 1 to about 2,200 students, and our district, it's about 1 to about 3,700 students. So it's a big problem when we have 20 nurses serving 43,000 kids.
September's here, but that hasn't stopped the high summer heat in parts of the West. CBS News meteorologist Jeff Baradelli.
Excessive heat watches are already posted for many parts of California and the Southwest. We're expecting about 150 record high temperatures that will be in jeopardy later this week into the weekend and early next week as a very large heat dome builds across California.
Well, Ford says it's going to offer early retirement incentives to try to cut its white-collar workforce by 1,400. Wall Street right now, the Dow's up 237. This is CBS News.
Brought to you by Capital One. Capital One's banking app lets you manage your money anytime, anywhere. This is banking reimagined. What's in your wallet? Capital One N.A.
Listening to this Allstate commercial about savings might be the hardest thing about getting those savings. Save for simply becoming an Allstate customer. Save more for adding DriveWise. And save even more for driving safely. Visit Allstate.com or contact your local agent for a quote today. Allstate. Minimum effort, maximum reward.
Not available in every state. New customer savings based on early signing discount. DriveWise is an optional feature. Savings vary based on how you buy. Subject to terms and conditions. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Smoothbrook, Illinois.
Tired of lying awake, tossing and turning, just hoping for a few hours of sleep? Get the sleep you crave with the one-of-a-kind Tempur-Pedic. Only Tempur-Pedic uses proprietary Tempur material that continuously adapts and responds to your body to relieve pressure. so you get deep, uninterrupted sleep all night, every night. The Tempur-Pedic Summer of Sleep is going on now. Take advantage of our best offer of the year and experience your best sleep of the summer. All Tempur-Pedic mattresses are on sale with select savings up to $500. Learn more at TempurPedic.com.
ABC has just announced the new cast of Dancing with the Stars.
The star of the Netflix documentary series Tiger King, Carol Baskin, is putting on her dancing shoes.
Yo, you cool cats and kittens.
Jesse Metcalf, known for his role on the TV show Desperate Housewives, will try to win the Mirror Ball on season 29. Competing against singer Nelly, ice skater Johnny Weir, and Backstreet Boy AJ McLean. Tyra Banks will host, and pros will be quarantined apart, even if they're married, to prevent a double elimination should one test positive for COVID-19. Wendy Gillette, CBS News.
Well, just before the start of the NFL season, Super Bowl MVP Patrick Mahomes got engaged. On her social media, Brittany Matthews says the Chiefs QB proposed with flowers at Arrowhead Stadium. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
Thinking about life insurance? What if you could make one free phone call and learn your best price from nearly a dozen highly rated, price-competitive companies? Well, that's exactly what happens when you call SelectQuote Life. For example, George is 40. He was getting sky-high quotes from other companies because he takes meds to control his blood pressure. But when I shopped around, I found him a 10-year, $500,000 policy for under $25 a month. I'm SelectQuote agent Dan Savino. And believe me, if SelectQuote isn't shopping for your life insurance, you're probably paying too much.
For your free quote, call 800-721-4880. That's 800-721-4880. 800-721-4880. Or go to SelectQuote.com. Since 1985, we shop, you save.
Get full details on the example policy at SelectQuote.com/commercials. Or price could vary depending on your health, issuing company, and other factors. Not available in all states.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
Yeah, for some reason or another, you sound a little taller on radio.
AM 1230 KXO. 1230.